Hey guys, it's Mrs. Lamphere. I'm sorry to have to do this to ya, but something kind of came up for tomorrow, and I'm not going to be able to hold a live Class Connect session. So I wanted to throw something together for you, though, just to kind of touch base and make sure everyone's on the right track here. So a couple things I just wanted to kind of point out is I know most of you probably already watched the Getting Started video. If you haven't already, this is where that video is. This is what you need to do very, very first in the class. So make sure you're watching the video and answering the questions along with the video by accessing this link here. Copy and paste these questions into a Word document, answer them as you're watching the video, and that is the very first assignment you should be knocking out. Next, I wanted to point out on our course homepage these announcements. So I know most teachers post like the weekly assignments in their announcements, but since I have those showing up down here, this is where I'm going to post like videos over different things. So maybe there's a tough assignment coming up and I wanted to kind of break it down and demonstrate something for you. I might throw together a video and throw it here in the assignments. So make sure you're paying attention to those and watching those videos whenever they get posted. For instance, I did just recently post the video over the study guide. So make sure you're watching that. It just kind of walks you through on how to complete that study guide in case you have any questions over that. And so this week I just kind of wanted to talk about some key things from the text, but I might just go ahead and go over the assignments that we've had this week. So hopefully by now you've done these couple discussions, and this first discussion, let's go ahead and pull that one up. This first one's pretty easy, so you just have to introduce yourself to me and your classmates, your name, where you live, and why you decided to take this personal finance course. You should also be including some information that you found out from this reality check quiz, and also sharing information on 2 occupations that sounded interesting to you based on what you read in those magazines. Whoops, that's not what I want to do. And those magazines are actually on page 7 of that first section. So if you haven't done that already, make sure you're getting in, exploring those magazines a little bit, and introducing yourself in the discussion board. This next discussion is over career research. And I know for some reason this website's not working anymore, but so sorry about that. But basically what you should be doing is kind of figuring out 2 professions that you might be interested in and doing some research to find out this information. So is it a job that's going to be satisfying? What to you, so if you're looking up a job, what would make it get satisfying for you? How would it attribute to your quality of life? What's the income level or income range you could expect with that career? What's kind of the job security with that career? Maybe it's at a really good and established corporation that you know is going to be around for a long time, or maybe it's kind of a up-and-coming business that maybe you're not sure if it is going to be around. So kind of do some research on job security, demand for that type of profession that you're going into. Is there a need for social workers? Okay, or is there a need for teachers in the area? Is there a need for nurses? So be checking the demand for the occupation. Sorry, my dog's barking here. Or is there potential for growth in that occupation? Is there a way for you to kind of move up within your field? So be doing some research, 2 different careers, finding out that information, and then talking about it in the discussion here. So I haven't been to grade those yet, but I will here this weekend. And that kind of leads into your first assignment. So this first assignment is just kind of is a journal entry, basically based on some of the information you posted in the discussion. So write a journal reflecting on your research for the various jobs, their income, educational requirements. Let me zoom in a little bit here. So how much schooling is it going to require from you? How much is that schooling going to cost you? Is that going to be affordable for you to pay off once you're done with school and working in that career? Which of the fields you research come closest to meeting your personal goals? And how does it range on all of these factors that you should have been looking? So you can use this PDF form if you want, or you can go ahead and use a Word document, that's fine too. But just remember that if you use this PDF form, you must save it. Again, for some reason I get a lot of blank PDF forms just because people submit the wrong attachment or don't save it correctly. So if you want to skip the PDF, you can just copy and paste this into a Word document and do it that way as well. Let's see. I know also coming up we have this creating a budget assignment, and that's not until next week. But if you want to go ahead and try it out, that's perfectly fine. I kind of guide you in the study guide. I let you know what information you're going to need to use in order to fill out this budget. But I do plan on completing that assignment all together during next week's Class Connect. So definitely give it a shot, and then you can kind of contribute more during next week's Class Connect. Okay, so looking at, let's kind of pull up the daily calendar here. So hopefully this week you should have wrapped up Section A of Unit 1, so the developing, or the Road to Financial Security section. So we have the welcome assignment was a graded assignment, your class picture, the 2 discussions, the journal, and then the quiz. And none of those assignments were very time consuming, so those shouldn't be a problem for you to get those in. And then next week we'll be finishing up Unit 1 and moving into the next section. So let's see, it looks like you have a quiz coming up, and then that budget assignment, which, like I said, we'll do together during this Class Connect on April 11th, next Friday. So we'll do that together then. Let's see, other than that, that's really all I wanted to kind of cover. I had some activities planned to kind of get to know each other a little better and to kind of talk about some financial goals that you guys have in place for yourselves. So be thinking about those goals, especially. What are you saving money? Do you have a job? Are you putting money aside? Do you have a goal in mind? Are you saving to buy a new car, to pay for college? Are you not saving anything and thinking you better start? Just kind of get those thoughts rolling in your head, and we'll be talking about those at Class Connects. So again, sorry I'm having to approach Class Connect this way this week, but I should be, if you do have questions, I will be around, or I'll at least be able to check my voicemail and my K-mails, so make sure you get a hold of me if you do have any questions. If not, I will see you next week at Class Connect.